Yeah, thanks, Paul. Thanks everybody for being with us here tonight. First of all, heck of a Big Ten battle. There's no doubt about that. I mean, that was a huge challenge, and credit Wisconsin. That's an outstanding football team, and I've got the utmost respect for Coach Chris and his staff and his players. And we knew it was going to be a heavyweight fight, and that's exactly what it was. So, credit them. But our guys were ready to play. I thought they put together an outstanding week of preparation, getting ready for the game, and it carried over into the start. As you looked at the first two games for Wisconsin, the way that they started against Illinois and Michigan made it really challenging to really go out and if you didn't start fast, it was going to be a challenge. And I thought our guys rose to that occasion. Bunch of turnovers caused, which were critically important to the game, and very resilient by our guys. Just staying in the fight. It wasn't pretty. Old school game, but they grinded it out all the way through to the finish. It's with a heavy heart. We lift our thoughts and prayers up to the Orozco family. We lost a warrior and Joe here this week, and we had his mom and his sister and his dad and his uncle with us post game. And just our thoughts and prayers are with all those that were touched by Joe. Special man, and really want to lift up the Eastern Illinois Panthers. I know that Coach Cush and his staff, it's been, and their players and the great athletic department. It's been a tough week, but hopefully we lift you up in our thoughts and prayers. So with that, I'll answer any and all questions that I can for you. Thank you.
First question will be Ella Brockway.
Hi, Fitz. Congrats on the win. How consequential was that drive in the second quarter when Peyton went 7 for 7 and you guys finally got on the board and got back on the board and were able to convert an offensive opportunity after a defensive turnover?
Yeah, well, yeah. Hi, Ella. Good evening. I think first of all, credit Wisconsin. I mean, they've got one of the best, if not the best, defenses in the country, and to create those type of turnovers and only win by a couple of scores is a huge credit to Coach Leonard and the Wisconsin defense. But that was a critical drive, absolutely critical. I thought, again, Peyton showed his experience tonight. He took what the defense gave him. He didn't force anything. And, we're just so thankful that he's a part of our football family and just doing a terrific job leading.
Next question, Jack Lito.
Hi, Coach. Congrats on the win. You've said fairly consistently for the past month or so that the team has not played a perfect game. Is that still true, or was this the game you were looking for?
Yeah, no, well, first of all, Jack, how are you? Thanks for being with us tonight. Yeah, we still got to play better. We got to take care of the ball. We can't fumble the ball on the goal line. That's a huge swing in momentum. It's a huge swing in the game early against a great team. That can't happen. I couldn't see what happened on the play, but at the end of the day, we've got to take care of the ball, especially down in the scoring zone. And then we've got to be able to run the ball more efficient. Now, they made it tough sledding, and it looked like we were a block away. It looks like we got tackled one-on-one a bunch tonight. And again, I'm going to give a ton of credit to Wisconsin. We're going to start with us as coaches. Look at the scheme, look at the fundamental, look at the technique, look at what they did to attack us, and then look at our personnel. And we've got competition in the backfield. And, those guys have got to produce. And again, I'm not ready to pass any judgments right now personally. I've got to watch the tape and assess the run game, but we've got to be better there if we want to continue to get better.
Drew Schott.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. So earlier this week, you've been priding on your team winning the turnover battle. And in the win, you forced 5 Wisconsin turnovers, which was the most the team's had since 2015. What did you not only preach before the game, but also in game that allowed your team to force Mertz, who's played incredibly well this season, 4 of those 5?
Yeah, Drew, I didn't say anything. We just do what we do. You fall back on your training, buddy, and we work it every day. There's not a defense in the country that doesn't talk about taking the ball away. Right? There's not a defense in the country that doesn't work at it every single day and preach it every single day. And it's a big correlation to victory. There's no question, the turnover battle. But you got to score points off those turnovers. And, I think we even had again, I don't have everything in front of me. I haven't analyzed the tape. But we had a number of not even move the ball after a turnover. So again, credit Wisconsin. I mean, it's an outstanding football team we just beat, but we expected that. I mean, we expected this. This wasn't something that is a surprise to anybody in our program. You fall back to your training, you fall back to the way that you prepare. This group has got an amazing camaraderie, an amazing brotherhood. And, this wasn't an upset tonight in our locker room. We fully expected. And, when I visited with the broadcast crew yesterday, they see me seem awfully confident. I said, yeah, our guys have put in the work to put themselves in position to play an outstanding opponent. And now we got to go out and make it happen. And to our young men's credit and our staff's credit, we were able to do that tonight.
Mike McGraw.
Sorry, Mike, I can't.
Hey, Coach. Hey, I was wondering if you could talk about the how you got here from the defensive backfield. You guys have, are playing so well. Seems like you've got a couple of rising stars there in Newsome and Joseph. And just how did you get to this point from, especially coming off a rough year last year?
Well, our secondary wasn't necessarily the issue a year ago, Mike. And good evening. Thanks for being with us. I would say number one, recruiting depth. We've recruited very hard in that position group. Matt McPherson has done a great job working with that group. But the credit goes to the whole group. Matt, Jeremy Larkin, who's working with our DBs, Hank, but most importantly to our players. I mean, they are putting in the film prep. They put the work in the off season. They all want to play. And we've got some talented guys that aren't maybe starting right now or in the 2 deep, but JR is a senior leader back there, a captain for us. Greg is showing that he's an all Big Ten, and in my opinion, beyond type shutdown corner. Cam Ruiz is getting better and better each rep. He's getting better. Quite frankly, he's really hard on himself. And I think he's learning how to deal with, the momentary failures that are happening back there in the back end. And AJ's playing great. Cam's playing great. Coco got out there tonight. Bryce got out there tonight. And, B-Joe's just found the ball, or maybe I should say it the other way around. The ball's found him. So those guys are working incredibly, incredibly hard. And I'm really proud of the effort level that they're putting in. And it's, again, falling back on their training.
Peter Warren.
Hey, Fitz, congrats on the win. Especially in the second half, Graham Merce just did not look comfortable at all in the pocket. What did you guys see on film that you guys exploited, in the pass rush against the entire defense today against him?
Yeah, Peter, I wish there was anything to see on tape to exploit. I mean, they were awesome their first 2 games, brother. I mean, they went through Illinois and Michigan like they weren't even out there, and it's a credit to Wisconsin. They're great. They're an outstanding football team. But, I think we're pretty darn good too. I think our guys rose to the occasion and the opportunity tonight. And, I think it was more just us trying to be us. We talked all week about doing what we do and how we do things. That's all it's going to take tonight. Nothing different, nothing more, nothing magical. Just do what we do and do it to the best of our ability. And our D-lines, credit. Our linebackers were active again. They had some things. We got to clean some things up now. We're going to see some things that they did to us. We're going to see it down the road, and we've got to get those things fixed. But really proud of our defense right now. I mean, they're playing lights out.
Andrew Golden.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. After the game, there were a lot of your players calling themselves the Fighting Reese Davises. Do you think your team feels disrespected by the media and fans across the country? Does that motivate the way your team plays?
Yeah, and good evening, buddy. It's great to see you. I think that's a Wildcat flag, man. I don't know. But listen, yeah, I mean, that really ticked our guys off. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, it was, I thought, incredibly disrespectful. But that is what it is. It's not the first time. And I just talked to the guys about putting fuel in their engine, man. Just use that as fuel in the engine and just go out and play the way we're capable. We've got really, really good football players. We got outstanding football players, in my opinion. We got a bunch of guys who are going to be potentially all Big Ten, potentially all American, and potentially in the NFL. And you got to earn it every rep. We've had to do that here now since I've been a part of the program. It's like we have one bad year and it's like 19 whatever again. And I understand that, and I respect the people's opinions, but yeah, that was a little bit extra fuel in the rocket. There's no question about that.
Time for a couple more. Michael Fitzpatrick.
Hi, Coach. As a former linebacker yourself, does it give you extra pride to see your defense play as well as they have this year?
Yeah, Fitz, good evening, buddy. I'm just proud of our team. I think tonight was a team effort. I thought we played pretty solid complementary football. I don't know, at the end, we went for the jugular. I mean, I don't know if you could tell. We felt like 3 there really was a push. Not a lot of value in being up 10 compared to 13. Really no value there. So we went for the win. We ended up a little bit short, but That's how much belief and confidence we have in our team. And it starts with our seniors and our upperclassmen leadership. It permeates through the entire locker room. And, we know we can still play better. And that, to me, that's, again, still what's really exciting. And now, I hope the guys enjoy it tonight. I hope they get some rest and are smart and just make great choices socially, like I know they will. And then we got to get ready to go be road warriors. We got back-to-back games on the road, and we got to go up and play a rested Michigan State team that's got us at home. So it's going to be a huge challenge next week.
Last question for Dennis Dodd.
Hey, Pat, congratulations.
Hey,
There were a
Dennis.
couple
How are you,
mentions.
buddy?
Good, I'm good. There were a couple mentions on that Devil social media that this was a Pat Fitzgerald special tonight. I think I know what that means, but what do you think that means? What does that mean to you?
Well, nobody's wearing a neck roll, so I don't know what that means, right? I'll start there. I don't see that happening, number one. I just think our squad is a tough group of football players. I think they love the game. They love each other. They love playing for each other. And I think it shows in the physical toughness and mental toughness that they demonstrate on the field. There's not a lot of pomp. There's not a lot of circumstance. There's just playing the game the way we try to teach it, and that's the right way, playing tough, physical, four-quarter football and playing for each other. And, like I said earlier, that we expected to win this game, not any disrespect to Wisconsin, but because of the fact that we feel like we're still not playing our best football, but we're playing pretty darn good football right now. And, I think it goes back to the preparation our guys put in the offseason, and in particular in the micro for tonight. I think it came down to the way our guys prepared this week.
Perfect. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Hey, thanks, everybody. I know I'll see our media that's with us every week on Monday. But to those that maybe aren't with us all the time, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to you and your families. Please be healthy and safe. And to all of our healthcare providers out there in this pandemic, I know things are getting more and more challenging. I know it's been a grind, and we're just so thankful for your sacrifice and your dedication to help keep all of us healthy and safe, all of those that are in the front lines. And we're just so thankful for you here going to Thanksgiving weekend. Or Thanksgiving week. So thank you all so much, and go Cats. Thanks.
Into questions for Ramod or Peyton, please message Athletic Communications and remember to direct your question to Ramod or Peyton. First question will be Ella Brockway.
Hi, Ramod. Congrats on the win. Can you take us through that scoring drive in the second quarter, kind of after you guys had a lot of opportunities coming about from defensive turnovers, but not really being able to convert on them? And then, Peyton passes 7 for 7 and you find the end zone on that one. What was that like?
Peyton passed for 7 for 7. That's pretty good. No, for me, and I know for a lot of us out at playing receiver, kind of first all the drives kind of morphed together, priding ourselves on tempo, and just making sure that we're doing what we need to do every play. But I remember seeing the ball up in the air on the touchdown ball, and I just thought, wow, 12 is great. he just put this in a perfect spot. So and then the rest was history. So appreciate 12. 12 doing his thing, doing his job. But besides that, all I remember is running around. I was doing what we do every day in practice during the week and making the most of it.
Jay Cohen.
Peyton, how much confidence do you guys draw as an offense from playing with the defense that you guys have?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. The way that they're playing right now is lights out. I don't even know, five turnovers maybe. And like you said in the previous question, we weren't able to capitalize on all of them. And we have to be better from that standpoint for sure. That's got to be a point of emphasis for us. But when you have that kind of defense, you have so much confidence as a quarterback is when the ball's in your hands, just you can make the easy play. You can make the check down. You can make the throwaway. Nothing has to be special. You don't always have to look for a spark when you have a defense that's playing like our defense is.
Drew Shot.
Hey, Ramod, congrats on the win. So last week, you have a career game, 8 catches, 86 yards, 3 touchdowns. Today, you top that career high yardage with 95, and you also add another touchdown to get 4 in your last 2 games. Kind of what's been your mindset coming after that game, and kind of what has allowed you to elevate your game over these last 2 contests against Purdue and Wisconsin?
Yeah, the mindset's been the same going in every week. We talked about it last week, or I talked about it last week, just keeping a routine, making sure I'm preparing, and then also reflecting and see what I can do better during my preparation during the week. But the main thing is just coming to play for one another, and then trusting that guy back there, letting the ball go. And so that's really all it is. It's nothing special. I wish I could give you a secret formula, but it's not. And we could be better, like Peyton said. That's the thing. We need to be better, and we can be better. We will be better.
Peter Warren.
Hey guys, congrats on the win. Peyton, after Isaiah fumbled at the goal line, you sort of directed the guys off the field and sort of looked like you were taking a real leadership role. How did you sort of help the team come back after, what could have been a really big swing and keep the team going and focused?
Yeah, it's just one play. It's one play in the first quarter. And that's not going to make or break a game. Yeah, it's unfortunate. You have the opportunity to go up 14-0, but the game was far from over. And there was no reason for anybody to hang their head, to pout, to be mad at anybody. We all make mistakes. And, the ball just didn't bounce our way on that one. And, I just had to bounce back and keep fighting and keep scratching, keep clawing. And that was kind of the story of the night. So proud of those guys for the way that they responded even after that. And, come out with a win. And none of that matters at the end of the day.
Paul Banks.
Congrats on the win. This one is for Ramod, kind of going off the question from earlier. Is there anything that you've done differently with training, development, practice, any kind of specific habits that may attribute to why you've really developed and taken off recently?
Yeah, I mean, one is recovery. Recovery being one of the most important things I pride myself on, and just preparing in the week, off season. It's just your body is your temple. Your body is you're doing the work for you. So you need to make sure you take care of your body. So elevating my recovery plan has been crucial to getting back every week and being able to not only play on Saturday, but even more importantly, prepare on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I think that that's been one of the biggest things. And then secondly, just embracing every moment. 12, make sure during the week, during film, during meals, that we're embracing every moment. And I've really taken heed to that and made sure that I'm just trying to have fun with it.
Awesome. That's all the questions we have. Thanks, Ramod. Thanks, Peyton. Questions for Ernest or Greg, please message Athletic Communications. First question will be Mike McGraw.
Yeah, hi, this question is for Greg. This is Mike McGraw from the Daily Herald. I was just wondering, what can you just talk about what the kind of confidence that you guys have built in the defensive backfield? You guys are just playing so well, making a lot of plays. Seems like the confidence is really soaring. What kind of a camaraderie do you guys have back there? What kind of journey has it been to get to this point?
You hit it on the head. We're together all the time. Like you said, we spend most of our lives together. So we hang out all the time. We do everything. We're hanging out. And, I think we built that during this off season. As soon as we finished last season, we didn't have the best season. We had a good season statistically, but, we didn't create any turnovers. So it was a point of emphasis going into this season that we needed to create turnovers. And, Brandon's been leading us throughout the way. He's been doing a great job, and, it's infectious. So we're just trying to follow his lead.
Drew Scott.
Hey, Greg, congrats on the win. Can you take me through your fourth quarter interception and also kind of linking to that? You talked earlier, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, about the Pick Club and kind of what the mentality's been. What's it like to finally join the Pick Club?
So I'll answer the first one first. So, he had a nasty split. He released me inside and then came back out. And me and Ramod has ran that route against me a few times. So I was kind of familiar with it already. And when I seen the ball in the air, I knew it was finally time. But it feels good to join the Pick Club. I think I was overdue. So it's about damn time.
Andrew Golden.
Hey, this question's for Ernest. It seems like the defensive line is getting better and better each week. What's been the key to your success the past couple of weeks and getting pressure on the quarterback?
What's good with it, Drew? Just basically Coach Long just coaching us up, pass rush moves, doing a great job of that. Different stuff, different pressures, don't want to show everybody the same moves every time. And also, I got two words for you, Eku Leota. That man is a dog. I got to give credit where credit's due. Just trying to hype my boy up, If you don't know him now, y'all should.
Jay Cohen.
Hey, Ernest, how did you guys feel like you embraced the challenge of facing that offense coming off of, they'd scored 45 in each of their first two games. What did you think? How much did you guys enjoy getting that challenge with them?
We loved it. We knew that what was coming. We played them last year. We scored. I think we held them to 10 points. We knew what kind of offense they were going to run. They trade, how they trade their offense and stuff like that. We were prepared. Sky team did a heck of a job preparing. You see it. We caused 4 or 5 turnovers. We just punched them in the mouth and gave them what we got.
Any more questions for Ernest or Greg? Shannon Ryan.
Yeah, your coach was talking about just, not seeing this game as an upset. For either of you or both of you, just, what does this victory mean in the scope of the season and what you can do going from here?
This victory, it means a lot, but at the same time, it means nothing because we still need to finish the season. We still got a few more games left. Like he said, it's not an upset. We knew we were going to win this game. We prepared like it. We've been working since last season, and we knew we needed our redemption. So at this point, we don't view it as an upset because we knew we could do this.
And for me, a win's a win always, 5-0, of course. But like Greg said, we got to take one game at a time. We just need the respect that we deserve, because everybody thinking we came off a 3-9 season that we're shit. Like, nah, forget all that. We keep working hard. We took advantage of it. We keep grinding the weight room, grinding whatever coach gives us, and we execute the game plan.
And how much did that narrative of maybe people expecting last year to be a trend, how much did that motivate you? You kind of touched on it there.
It fuels us. We're used to being an underdog, so we like being underdogs because we know that we're going to go and hunt everybody every single game. We knew last year was a fluke. You know, Coach Fitz's track record, he doesn't lose that many games. So we knew coming into this season, we knew what we had. We just knew everybody else didn't think we had anything. But, you know, we woke up the country now, and we need our damn respect.
Yeah, going off of Greg, it was just motivation, you know. Everybody thinks that, you know, we're just a smart school. Nah, forget all that. We need to get our respect right now. We just keep grinding, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't see that, though. Nobody sees under the lights. Like, we keep fighting and fighting and fighting, trying to get everybody's respect around here. But after this game, I feel like we should get it right now.
Go ahead, Claire.
Yeah, hi, Ernest. Congrats on a great game, by the way. These past 2 weeks, the D-lines, specifically your pass rush, has been critical. How has that, your preparation looked like, and how have you guys been able to improve that against Purdue and now Wisconsin as well?
Of course, Purdue and Wisconsin, we knew they didn't have a scrambling quarterback, so we could work more moves. Unlike, you know, Nebraska, Adrian Martinez, he's scrambling quarterback. But we knew we had to close the pocket as well. We can't let any rat holes, you know. We constantly prepare for that because he will scramble if he has to. But Coach Long, you know, teaches us some moves, you know, to get to where the quarterback, where we need to get to the quarterback.
Last question for Andrew Golden.
This question goes for both of y'all. After the game, there were a couple of your teammates talking about the Fighting Reese Davises making jokes. When y'all heard that earlier this week, how did that make you feel, and how did that kind of fuel you moving forward?
It made me laugh at first. You know, it was just funny because, like I said, that's what they view us as, and that's the narrative we've been having. But it's all right though, because we're just gonna keep working, we're gonna keep grinding, and then at the end of the season, they can call us Reese Davises all they want. As soon as we get to that Big Ten championship and win that. So, I mean, they can call us Reese Davises. That's all right with us. It's just going to keep fueling us every single week.
Yeah, for me, I'm like, dang, I feel like I was kind of athletic, you know. Reese Davis, I'm just like, dang, that kind of hurt my feelings. But, like, again, we just took that to the side. We didn't let that affect us at all. We love that. Like Greg said, that fuels us, you know. We just keep working hard as we can, and we just keep dominating as the season progresses. We get to that Big Ten West, and we go ahead and win that too.
Awesome. Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Ernest.
Thank you.